Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red this Wednesday morning. It's rather damp out there, maybe a little shower this morning. I believe it's going to get sunny later on in the day. So, won't need your sun cream though. Matthew chapter 19, and Jesus continues in re-emphasizing to the disciples in verse 24, and he says, "Again I say to you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God." So he makes the point first of all and says it's hard for rich people to get into the kingdom of God. And then he comes at them again, and it's like he's pushing them, he's provoking them, he's saying to them, "Are you understanding what I'm really trying to say here?" So he says, "And again I say to you, it's harder for a camel, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into the kingdom of God." So does that mean anyone that's rich don't get into the kingdom of God? No. Well, what does it mean then? It means that there is more of a journey in terms of the difficulties of letting things go. But we all have to let things go. So how is it harder for a rich man? Well, because they've got more things, yeah. But what riches is Jesus really talking about? He could be talking about possessions. And in one sense, yes, he is. But in another sense, he's talking about the reality of all those things that we depend on within the context of ourselves. In Matthew 5:1, it says, "Blessed are those who are poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God." And so this sense of being poor in spirit, here Jesus is saying those who are rich can't enter the kingdom. That sense of having to give up more. And so when we're more reliant on ourselves and more able, as it were, to think that the resources that we have presently are going to be sufficient for us to accomplish, as it were, the journey of restoration and recovery. But while we lean on our own strengths, while we depend on our own resources, we are actually undermining ourselves in regards to making progress in the kingdom, because we're not going to get there until we learn to die to all the resources that we have got to ourselves personally and take up the resources that he has given us. When he said, "Follow me, come to me," he was saying to us, let go of everything that you've had and everything that you think you need in order to get through life. Give that up and follow me. And the rich man is the person who thinks that they have much of that. And that's why it's harder for them to get into the kingdom of God, because they're still so dependent upon themselves and their own resources. It's only as we die to self do we live for God. Have a great day. Be blessed. And I'll see you later.